guys, Nikki here with the special video today. We have a community video for our miniature exchange that we just wrapped up. If you're new to our community, this is something we used to do every year, but we have so much fun with it. We've switched it to twice a year, so we do the spring and the fall. What we do is we all pick a hero-sized miniature, so think Warhammer hero, D&D character, kind of along that size. And we submit a before photo, so of it either in the box, built, primed, just to show that that's where we're all starting. For the month that we're doing it, we all paint together and submit whip photos. We kind of share as we go. Some people ask for suggestions on what to work on, color choices, things like that. Then at the end of the month, think Secret Santa. So everyone who finishes their challenge will submit an after photo, and then we throw in all the names into the hat, we exchange, and each person ships their miniature to someone else in the community, and then also receives a miniature. So that's kind of where we're at right now. As of time of recording, we are actually getting the first batch of those miniatures are making it to their new home, which is really fun to see. If you'd like to join us for this or other challenges, we do this through Twitch and our Discord. I'll put the links in the description. Right now, we're actually doing a December challenge, which is a monster or vehicle. A lot of us are adding on to the starter box challenge that we did earlier this year. So if you'd like to check that out, I'll put a link to that as well. For January, we're thinking characters. So if you want to hop in for the challenge, maybe New Year, New Army, any of those hobby goals that we're about to start with the new year, make sure to hop over. We'd love to have you. We'll also do more showcases like this. So if you enjoy seeing everyone's work, make sure to like and subscribe for more. Today, we're going to showcase all of the work for those who participated. So the befores, the afters, and all of the progress for everyone who joined the exchange. So let's hop on in. All right, let's dive in. So this is going to be a showcase of all of those before photos that we mentioned in the intro, and then the afters. So what these miniatures turned into after a month of taking some time to work on them all together. So we are starting off with Scorched Panda from the Discord. So this is the Knight Arcanum from the Stormcast Eternals. This was originally in the Dominion box, is where this character is from. So we've got it before here, looks like basing material on and built, ready to go. And here is the after. Look at this really fun color scheme. I love the really bright reds with this really bright blue, and then having everything with the parchments, the books, everything, those nice neutrals to let that armor and the cloth really stand out. Bringing some color to the base too, I really like with the green, especially against that red. But a really cool start here with our first exchange mini with our Knight Arcanum from Scorched Panda. Love the colors, awesome work. Thank you so much for joining us with the exchange. Beautiful, beautiful Knight Arcanum to start us off. I love the photos where you can see more projects in the back too. So we've got some, got some corn back here, got some other projects all of a sudden go. I love those. Those are some of my favorite finished project photos. So more to come from Scorched Panda, but well done. Next up, this is me. So I decided to just straight from the box, here's my before photo. This is the Kingdom Death Gladiator, who's been sitting on my shelf for way too long. So use the excuse to get her out. And here's where she ended up. So I decided to kind of go with the box art, bring some more fun. I actually didn't realize that the base was sculpted, so decided to bring in some of the columns, bring in some of the laurels and some of the other plants to bring her in. But I had a lot of fun with the metallics and really enjoyed this miniature. So this one was mine, the Gladiator from Kingdom Death. We'll see more of her here in just a little bit too. She has now made it to her new home and it's been fun. Next up, this is from Sad Leviathan. This is the new Death Leaper kit from Games Workshop. So when Tyranids got their big refresh, this was part of it. So you can see here, straight from getting assembled with the instructions still in the before photo. So all ready to go. Got the base separate for painting. And here is where it ended up. Look at this. I love the color scheme. I love, love, love what we've done with the base. So we've added some more bits and textures to the base here. And then look at all these blood effects on the claws all up here, bringing it onto the base itself. Some really fun details added by Sad Leviathan to really tell the story here with this. These four Space Marines having a rough day. Rough day, which, yeah, I wouldn't want to come across this guy either. But this is the new Death Leaper kit from Sad Leviathan. Amazing work. Thank you so much for joining us for the exchange. So cool. I love just the overall color scheme, how you tied it in with the base. He looks badass and ready for his next snack. So well done. Very cool. Next up, we have Confurioso, who decided to hop back into some hobby with a Terminator Chaplain. So this is one of the special minis that Confurioso had. Decided to pull it out for the challenge. And here is where it's at. Look at this. I love all the work, especially with all the textures brought in with like the parchment. I love the weathering, bringing that onto the feet of the miniature as well. These really clean details with all of the gold, with the black. But amazing job here with our chaplain. Such a cool mini, and you really brought it to life with all of the highlights and little details and bringing that down to the base. Really cool and awesome to see you painting again. So glad you had fun with him. He looks amazing. Thanks for joining us for the exchange. Next up, we have Blonde Cow from the Discord. This is the Slaanesh Shard Speaker. So still on sprue for the before photo. We are just getting started. So ready to go, but here is the end result. Look how beautiful. I love the color scheme. I love that we pulled in the pink and the purple, but doing a bit of a fade here on all of the fabric. Bringing it up to the mirror. Lovely work on all of the smoke and everything here. The basing, adding a bit more to it. But yeah, really love the color scheme you've gone with, and we can see more of those blends. I think we've got a couple of photos here. There's more of the blends on the back, just that really pretty light pink into the purple. I think we've got a couple more. Oh no, I just have the one photo, but yeah, lovely work here with those blends. Really fun colors for Slaanesh Shard Speaker. Lovely work, Blonde Cow. Thank you so much for joining us. So pretty. So pretty. I want to go back to my Slaanesh now. Makes me want to go back. But lovely, lovely work. Next up, we've got Bill Robertson, who decided to also hop in with some Kingdom Death. So this is built. This is the pinup Twilight Knight Deserter. So all assembled and ready to go. And we've got some more fun bright colors from Bill. So here is finished mini. I love the bright colors we've gone with. I know this one, we had a few people last minute in a voice call trying to finish up miniatures for the challenge because it was to be done by the end of the month. And Bill, I know, had trouble getting, wanted to redo the face at one point. So we were all in a voice call while Bill was finishing up the last little bits on this miniature. And she came together so nicely. I love all the different colors, the color scheme, the fun base too. We've got this kind of black with the faces there. And then here is backside of the miniature. Always gotta check that out for Kingdom Death. But more lovely color work here. We got the shading here on the cloak as well. So a really fun miniature and some really fun colors from Bill. Well done. Thank you so much for joining and for your help with running the exchange. Thank you, Bill. I really appreciate it. But she is so pretty, ready for her new home. Next up, we've got Mousebait, who decided to go a little above and beyond. So we do have our character mini. But we've also added a much larger base and a boat. I believe these are Reaper figures, but Mousebait will have to correct me if that is incorrect. So this is the before. And then here is the after. So Mousebait has given us a diorama to go with her figure. So here is the boat. We've also got these really cool water effects all along the side of the diorama. All of this lovely and built up. We got some foliage added. I think the next, yeah, here is our miniature. Maybe not having the best of days, but looks great here at the top of the kind of the hill of the diorama with some more foliage pulled in. And then as you turn the diorama, there's some more detail in the back. So we've got lights and everything in the back of the diorama. So some really cool, sounds like Mousebait working with some new techniques, trying some new stuff here for dioramas. Got a little ratty running in it, looks like. But a really, really cool kind of display piece here from Mousebait. So above and beyond a bit with the diorama, but looks amazing. Well done, Mousebait. Thanks for joining us for the exchange. Next up, we've got Vegeta from the Discord with this little guy, who I think is just adorable. I'm gonna be honest, Vegeta mentioned doing some green sculpt work, and I don't know exactly what bits it is, which I think is the best compliment I can give. I don't know what little bits, but we can see it here. With the primer, it's a little hard to see just everything, but as we go to the final photo here, look at him. I love him. I love that he's got like the unicorn hat, like we've seen with some of the figures that they're bringing back from the fantasy line. I love the bright colors, how well they work together. Just a really fun little miniature that put a little extra love and a little extra time into. I think is great for something like this. A little very custom miniature going out to someone for the exchange. So I love him, Vegito. Well done. Such a cool little guy. I love the paintwork, the fun bright colors. He looks awesome. Someone is very lucky to get our little friend here. Next up is Majin from the Discord. So Majin, I believe these are also both Reaper, but decided to hop in with some fun minis here. I think this was actually a ReaperCon mini, but starting here, we've got Primer, and it looks like a little bit of a Zenithal to get started. And ending here, I love these. I love the colors. I love how well they go together. Some lovely clean work, especially all the shading on the scales, all these little highlights here. How well the colors work with the red hair, the seashells. Really nice highlighting on the cloak and everything. But yeah, such a cool little piece together here, Majin. They work really well together. I love them. So awesome job working on them here for the exchange. Really cool kind of combo piece here from Reaper and from Majin. Thank you for joining us with the exchange. Next up, we have a little bit of a different before photo. Absolutely Will was wanting to work on a Necron, but wasn't quite sure how to put his Chronomancer together. So when I said we were in the Discord kind of talking color schemes, what to work on, this was kind of an example of what we like to do in the Discord. So he actually let us build the Necron and took like a vote. So these were all the pieces that he cleaned up and we all voted on. And here is the end product. This is Red, who we were kind of memeing about during the month. This is the new Chronomancer. Another fun detail is this is actually Scott in the Discord's Necron's color scheme, and Will wanted to recreate it. So this is his take on that color scheme, and he turned out so good. Bringing in the white, all this highlighting on the red looks so good. Love all the work with the blue. I know these tentacles are probably a pain. I think I've got a couple other photos of them here. So here's another shot kind of from the side for more of the detail work. I love the all the work up here on the like crown piece. Awesome job. And one more so you can get another look at all of the tentacles and more work on the gold and his little box here. So awesome job, Will. You did it. You got him done. He looks amazing. Well done to Will and to Red for getting finished up for the exchange. Awesome job. Next up, we've got Vibel with Mazrog Scragbat. So still in the box for our before photo, but such a cool miniature. And here is what Vibel did for November. So we've got this I love this color scheme for the skins. We went blue to kind of this orange on the legs. Brought in some really fun basing. So we've got some textures and it looks like some resin or plastic pieces added along with foliage. And then contrasting nicely, bringing that yellow up to the kind of the banner here for Mazrog. And then, of course, all of the work on Mazrog, all of those metallics, all those little details. So he looks badass. This was the only photo I didn't see one for another angle, but really cool work here from Vibel for both the squig and for Mazrog. And then some just lovely basing to go with it. Awesome job, Vibel. I love it. Love it, love it. The squigs are just so great to do, like, fun color schemes too, bring in those colors that maybe you don't get to use all the time. So a really cool opportunity to do that, and Vibel nailed it. Looks so good. Next up, we've got Spilled Paint Pot. So this is Azrak the Annihilator, which is one of the Warhammer Plus miniatures. Decided to get it out for the challenge. So still in box, still in shrink for our before photo. And here is our after. So, following that box art, I really love, we've got kind of the grim dark colors here for him. I love the work on the skin tones, bringing that over from the art. All of the work on the metallics, bringing in some texture for the basing. He looks so good. Really cool way to work on this kind of special mini for Warhammer Plus. He looks amazing. Someone's gonna be very lucky to get a one from the exchange to one of the Warhammer Plus minis. So a really cool project for this and some lovely work from Spilled Paint Pot. Awesome job. Love him. Well done. All right, next up is Scott. I mentioned Scott with Absolutely Will's Necrons. Scott also decided to hop in with a Necron to support Will. So this is the, I believe it's the Plasmancer from the Necrons. So decided to go with a different one, but paint a Necron in support. And here is the after. So I went with a different dynasty for the Necrons. I think it was one he had been wanting to try before. So we've got the lovely kind of teal and gold for his. I really love the work on the weapon. These blades, or I'm sorry, the blends on the blades, what I was trying to say. But some really cool kind of custom work there for the weapon, bringing in, again, texture for the base, but it all ties together really nicely. All together as kind of a cohesive army scheme. And then we do have one more photo. I was double checking, make sure I pulled it up. You can see more of that blending on the blade there and on the crystal also for the staff. So some very lovely work here from Scott, and cool to see trying a different dynasty color. So one different than his personal army. Get to play with that a little bit, which is always fun for an exchange. Maybe something you haven't been able to tackle before. So well done, Scott. Very cool. Like the color scheme a lot. Next up, we've got A.T. Roger from the Discord. This is from Midnight Heroes, who does chibi miniatures. So this is one of their little characters. I believe her name is Bryn. So this is right at the very start. We left the shield separate for painting. So this is the before. And here is the after. So here is Bryn on a plinth even. I really like the work into the plinth to match to kind of the basing here. Overall color scheme really cool with the other colors that Roger has picked for her. I love the little accents of purple, like in her hair on the shield. She's just adorable. Look at those little eyes. Just the cutest little warrior. And let me see, we've got a better picture here of the shield. So more of the non-metallic work there for Roger. But a really, really cute piece. Sorry, I thought I had one more photo. A really cute piece here. And a lot of us do Warhammer because that's our main, like, a lot of our community plays and paints Warhammer. It's really fun seeing other manufacturers like this, like Midnight Heroes here in the exchange too. Such a fun opportunity to bring in some other minis. But adorable work, Roger. So cute. I love her. Next up, we've got Norman, who is working on, I believe this is a 3D print, but they can correct me if that is wrong. But we've got like a Wood Elf character here. So here is the mini all assembled, and looks like we've got a Zenithal or a Pre-Shade on it. And then here is our after. Look at these colors. I love this like autumn scheme that we've gone with. So all of the oranges, the yellows, but also contrasting that really nicely with this green that we've brought in for the bow, for the cloth. Got the blends here on the cloth. A really, really cool piece. I just love the color scheme. Here is more of those blends, all the work on the hair. Such a cool piece, especially, you know, for a November mini exchange. Perfect with some fall colors. We do have one more photo I'll bring up. So the piece here from Norman. Again, if you guys want to know where this mini is from, we can throw that into the YouTube comments, but a really cool piece for the exchange. Well done, Norman. I love these bright colors. I think, I know we've talked about it a little bit in the Discord. Some people are a little afraid to bring out the bright colors for like Warhammer, etc., but on the table, it look amazing. And here, looks amazing. Love the blends, love the work. Awesome job, Norman. Thanks for joining us with the exchange. And that is actually all of the work we have from everyone who participated. But I did have one more photo that I wanted to share because it was in the Discord yesterday. I mentioned that the first round of miniatures are arriving at their new home. The gladiator I painted actually went to A.T. Roger, who made a meme out of it. So the gladiator has now met A.T. Roger's guinea pig. This is Peepo, the vegetable annihilator. And yeah, my poor gladiator is in the fight of her life now. So that's just some of the fun we have when the miniatures arrive. So I wanted to make sure I shared that since it was in the Discord, and Peepo's adorable. So I had to throw her in with the recap as well. But that is all of the miniatures. And that's a wrap on our November mini exchange for this year. That's a total of 15 miniatures completed and then exchanged within the community. Hope everyone had fun painting their miniatures and now receiving their new friends as more arrive in the post. We'll be doing another one in the spring. If you want to come join us, that's over on Twitch and Discord, so make sure you hop over to Hobby with us there. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more of the showcases and more tutorials that we're doing here on YouTube. Thanks everyone for coming to check out everyone's work, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.